Hi everyone, myself Dr. Padmanabha. So in today's podcast, let us see how the students can manage their stress in simple steps. Or otherwise, it's a podcast on stress management tips for students. So as we know that the students are one of the most common victims of stress. There will be several factors such as financial expenses, overcommitment, family expectations, deadlines, and workload, all that can induce stress in students. So it can range from mild amount of stress to a greater extent of stress. So it can demotivate the students, and also the too much of stress can interfere with their daily activities. So and also these problem, if it is persisting for a longer duration, such problems can become serious and it can lead to anxiety and depression. So identifying and managing it in the early stages will help in maximizing the productive experience in the student's life. So there are three main stressors when we talk about students, that is the social, academic, and daily life stress. In social stress, basically there will be a peer competition among the students. Just comparison between each students can create a social stress. And also other things like dealing with new relationships, balancing academic life with social life, living with or without family members, and adjusting to the new environment. All this can trigger a stress in students. And second thing is the academic stress. So when we strict schedules are to be maintained or deadlines has to be kept in front, and if we achieve any low grades, and in case of exams, responsibilities, altogether a poor time management, all can build up a problem like a mountain. So another stress that can occur in students life is due to day-to-day activities. So apart from stress associated with social life and academic life, so day-to-day life which can bring about stress, or like any problem with respect to daily commutation, part-time job, financial burdens, and so on. So practically when we think of stress management, there are simple steps which we could add to our day-to-day life that can bring about a drastic, or you can say it will bring a magic in your life. There are 9 very important simple steps to get rid of the stress. That is, first one is time management. So proper time management is one of the most effective stress relieving techniques so that you can maximize your productivity. Students should always able to design and stick to the timetable. They need to stick to one timetable. It should be flexible enough and it should be realistic in nature. So choosing a break in between to relax can also increase their productivity. So just take 1 minute out and just take a fresh air. So that will be able to manage your time very effectively. Instead of cramming for 5 hours, take 10 minutes break, get relaxed, and next 4 hour 4.5 hours of time will be productive. And second point is to get exercise and get some hair. Daily have a routine to get exercise or to get a 30-minute walk every day so that you can get a fresh air, and it will also acts like a magic stress reliever. So third point is to remain positive. So whatever the steps you take, in every steps you step into it, there will be negativity. So negativity will easily flow into our mind. In the similar way, why can't you think that though the negativity is passing easily into your brain, it is not impossible to include the positivity in your day to day life. So you can inculcate that positivity. So always, instead of try to look at the glass half full and stay optimistic through tough times, instead of feeling upset over a bad grade, try to maintain a positive attitude and look at ways to improve it next time. So be positive, whatever the condition, you need to have some positive thoughts. And next, fourth tip is to organize your academic life. So you need to set your deadlines. You need to be aware of what has to be submitted, when has to be submitted, and what has to be done for the deadline. You keep a simple uh, notebook to maintain what has to be done first and what has to be done later on based on the priority. So by sticking to that idea or based on the priority work which you have noted down, that will greatly reduces your stress. And next, coming to the other important point, that is the fifth one. So to stop procrastinating. So procrastinating is the one which will make a student to lie in the bed and to not try any new things. So the best way to stop procrastinating is to get the most difficult task out of the way first. So do the hard work, do the difficult task first, and the later the other tasks which are very much easier than the difficult task could be done very easily without any tension and stress. So you need to have some small step towards completing the task. And next is the you have a sixth important tip: take one step at a time. Do not put, there is a saying, do not put many eggs in one basket. Instead of feeling overwhelmed about all the deadlines, it's best to make a list, sort out them one by one, and try to complete it one by one. Don't take all the 10 tasks and don't think you'll be able to complete all the 10 tasks. So you need to stick to one task at a time. Once you complete one task, you tick in front of it and you can take up the second task. By doing so, without exceeding the deadline, you'll be completing your task so that your energy will be boosted and there won't be any stress factors. And coming to the seventh very important point, you need to spend your time with friends. So when you get a time, or you should make a time to get around with your friends or family members to have a just one cup of coffee. So that would bring down your stress level back to your normal. So stress can get worse if a person feels lonely and if he doesn't socialize. So you should keep in mind that you need to get around the close ones or the dear ones within your friend circle or the family friends so that you get some uh, coffee which can kick out your stress out of your mind. And eighth, very important tip which has been neglected by many of us is the intake of water. So it is the water therapy which can effectively reduce the stress and relaxes the body. And also, water has got wonder energy. You can take a hot water bath if you are feeling little stressed. So hot water bath can relax your entire skeletal muscles, and it will give a motivating energy to work on. So that will indirectly will improve your academic performance. And last is the do something which you love the most. In between this a busy schedule, one will forget the hobby or something which they love it. Let it be a painting, let it be a making some salads, let it be a taking a walk for 10 minutes. If you love gardening, you can do gardening, all those things. So whatever you think a best for you to relax, or if you jog, you can jog for 10 minutes. If you cycle, you can go for a ride. So you need to do something which you love it, so that you can enjoy it, you can cheer up your mood and distract from the stressors. So these are some of the very very important 9 thumb rules to make your mood active and productive by not moving towards the stressor end. So, thank you. I would think this podcast will help many of the students to overcome their stress. Thank you.